Well, horrible day to be a Rangers fan. 3-2, the final score between Rangers and Hibs at Ibrox, our first home game of the league season. Beaten by Neil Lennon's Hibs by an own goal, Ryan Jack sent off, conceding 3 goals at home. I haven't actually seen the game or read the match report yet, but it sounds fucking horrible. And it's making me feel even more back to feeling rough like I was this morning. I was out last night, but my night out was ruined. It was ruined by me, my body. At one part of the night, I just all of a sudden started hiccuping, and it just lasted throughout the whole night. So my night was ruined by hiccups, and yeah, I just had to sit down for most of it because anytime I was standing up during it, I just felt, I was going to be sick, and I don't want to be sick when out. Because being sick when out looks like you're drunk, and then you usually get thrown out after, or not thrown out, but asked to leave after that. It's just I felt like I needed to go out last night, as it's going to be like a stressful. I hate saying this, but it's going to be a stressful next few days. I'm a best man at someone's wedding, and it's just like, I should have said no. Part of me thinks I should have said no, as we haven't spoke that often in the last 10 years, but he's been a big part of my life, known him since birth, blah blah blah, and he was a big part of my life for the first 21 years rather, but it'll be a nice trip. The wedding's in Italy, but it's been stressing me out this year, and I just feel like I've got a best man speech coming up, and it's like one side of me think I can nail this. If I write down a good speech, write down some good bullet points, I can fucking nail this. But another part of me is like, I don't know, I just don't know what to say really. Or I don't know, part of me is like, I really want to enjoy this, and it's a big day for him and his wife to be, and I want it to go well. But I sort of regret saying yes to being. I'm glad I'm going to the wedding, but I wish I wasn't the best man. But I felt bad if I didn't, and I just. It's so yes, I'm quite stressed out. I think I think all weddings are, no matter what part you play, are going to be stressful. I don't particularly like weddings. I hate kilts. I'm wearing a kilt. For not the first time I wore a kilt. I think the last time I wore a kilt was 10 years ago at someone else's wedding, here in Scotland. But I've already said to everybody close to me, this is the very last time you'll see me in a kilt. I just can't stand the things, but but like I say, I really hope everything goes well, and I can just do a fantastic speech for him, and enjoy the moment, because it is a big moment. You don't really realise it until it actually happens. But so I'm a bit stressed out at the moment. But last night I decided, I was at the bus stop, waiting for my late night bus, and I decided, the moment just hit me right there and then. There was a couple of younger women there and a young guy, and I just felt fucking old. I thought, as far as clubbing regular, or going to clubs in general for the future, I've decided to stop. That's it. I'll go to bars, love a meal out, love bars, and catching up with folk in a pub environment. But as for nightclubs, when the bar shuts, that's when I take my old ass home. It really did hit me last night. Like, I really felt out of place. And there was a part of me for ages that's been planning this. I always thought, my last summer as 29, last summer being in my 20s, that this would be an ideal time to say I enough. Started looking after my body better going forward. And to be honest, you know, I love the bar bit. I've always preferred the bar bit on nights out, but the clubs, I've got to be sort of drunk to sort of enjoy it. And don't get me wrong, I've had some terrific nights out. Shit has hit the punter in the past. But I have had some good nights out, but I always prefer the bar bit. And I feel like now's the time to cut out clubs from my life. I just feel like I don't like being hungover. I feel like it's not like when you were hungover in your early 20s, it was like, oh yeah, I'm such a badass, a wild night and all this, and now it's like I just feel like a fool when I say I'm hungover from a night out. So I've changed and I'm changing, my mind's changing, and I just feel like now it's time to cut out clubs from my life and going forward becoming more healthier. I'm going to start a health kick after this wedding when I'm back from LA, and just really start looking after myself more and more, and yeah, put my health, you know, higher up in my priorities, and finding that, well, I think what I'll do is I'll still, you know, from time to time go out and to the bars and stuff, but when they shut, or like say before midnight, that's when I take my old ass home. I've decided just not for me anymore. I never really enjoyed it. You know, I never met anybody through the club experience, club scene, and I don't think I ever will meet anybody that's right for me there. And most of them are, well, too young now anyways, so it's just how it is. It's my stage in life, and it's time to start the next chapter.